Hello everyone and welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. My name is Lindy and this is Much Love Tarot. Hi, welcome. Some of you guys might know me or recognize my voice from TikTok, where I go live almost every day. And during the lives, I tend to do a lot, or I try to do as many as I can, free little mini readings for you guys. If you do not know and this is news to you, definitely go check it out. There is a Linktree link in the description down below. If you click on that, you'll find my TikTok, my Instagram. For anyone that feels generous, there's also where you can find my PayPal donations, as well as my Amazon wishlist. If you would like to donate a deck to the channel, that's how you can do that. You can also book private readings with me if you're interested in that. My email address is also linked in the description box below. I'll get into, or you'll get in touch, send me an email. I'll get back in touch with you with all the information that you need to know about how to book a reading with me and how it works. So yeah, go over there if that's something that you're interested in. Be aware that on none of any platforms, I will never under any circumstance reach out to you guys first for anything, not for free readings, like for nothing. I don't have a WhatsApp for anyone that they send like WhatsApps, like send me a text. I will never, just know I will never reach out to you guys first. I only reply to the email address that is in the description box below. So be aware of that. You know, because there have been accounts pretending to be me around on all platforms. So just be aware of that. Stay safe. But yeah, in the meantime, here on YouTube today, we are gonna look at the question, you and the person on your mind, not just the feelings towards each other, but also what's the next step, now what? So we're going to be looking at one row, your feelings towards them, then a row, their feelings towards you, and then like what's going to happen, what's the next step between these two energies. This so that you can, like, if it doesn't resonate, the two lines, then you can move on, pick a different pile or pick a different video from my channel, then you know that this is not the one for you. Let's just go over the piles and get started. So pile number one, you are going to be this, it's a book, how do you say it? I just had the word in my mind and I'm like, I don't know like how in English, but it's like, you know, you put between the book divider. No, not really a divider. You know what I mean. I just cannot get to the word. But that's this one, this beautiful lady with a luck knot, I suppose it's called. So that's pile number one. Pile number two, you are going to be this seashell. For pile number two. And pile number three, you are going to be this little bottle of water with like sand and seashells in it. I love the noise it makes. I don't know if you can hear it. But yeah, that's going to be pile number three. So if you need some time to go over which pile belongs to you, then pause the video here, and otherwise I will see you guys in your reading. Hi pile number one. So if you resonated with this bookmarker, I just got onto the word bookmarker, and then this is gonna be your reading today. There's nothing much on the back I wanted to show you guys, but yes, beautiful, beautiful lady. So we're gonna first be looking at your energy towards them, then their energy towards you. Also be mindful or aware that it can also be different, that the energy that I'm describing as you is actually the other person, and that I'm describing as the other person can actually be you. Like it can be switched. But I will be talking about you and them. So if it's the other way around, you just need to, through the entire video, be aware of that. But yeah, let's take a look. So pile number one's feelings towards their person. Pile number one's feelings towards their person. Let's see, we have the Four of Pentacles. We have judgments. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords, as well as the Two of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. So your feelings towards them, like I said, it can also be the other way around. But I'm honestly feeling a bit, I don't know if it's like intimidated with that Emperor, where it's like you see them as the Emperor, where the Emperor is full of masculinity, strong, but also caring, loving, father figure. Or you can imagine them being a good father in the future. But also like just balanced. The Four of Pentacles is a little bit of closed off energy, trying to protect yourself, your own heart, feelings involved. And very like trapped in your head, like, oh, it's a bit where I feel like a bit like, oh, this person could never like me. This person is like, you have this person on a pedestal, like this is, it's not happening. Like they wouldn't be interested in you at all, like even looking ahead, what else, like moving away from this. Where I honestly feel that this is like the person that you have been manifesting, but very, I don't know, intimidated and a bit, I don't know, scared of getting hurt, but like closed off, not opening up to this person. But let's see what your person's feelings are towards you, pile number one. So pile number one's person's feelings towards pile number one. What are their feelings towards pile number one? Their feelings towards pile number one. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles as well. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups, as well as the Ace of Wands underneath that. Okay. I feel like this person has been through a lot, but because the Five of Cups is the overall energy, and the Five of Cups is usually a state of grieving or loss or missed chances as well. You both have the Two of Pentacles, so I feel like you're both with each other, very comfortable with each other. You balance each other out very well. I think they see you as a very independent person that's like not waiting for a relationship, being fine single. I felt like you both, it's like, this is what's like going on. You're both looking at the sea, like trying to, I don't know, look at each other, or trying to, you know, very much, I don't know if there's like distance between the two of you, for some of you, like a lot of distance. For others of you, I feel like it's just trying to figure each other out a little bit, but like from a distance. You're both from a distance trying to figure out what is going on, what are we, like, what's the deal, what's going on. But yeah, for some of you, I definitely feel like a long distance thing being here. Okay, let me see, what do I want? Let me do this one. I feel like there's like curiosity from both sides, like you're both curious towards each other. Or trying to learn. I don't know, for some of you where it's like a long distance, where it's like a different culture or a different country, getting to know that country or things like that as well. For some of you, you might work with this person. Okay, let's see. Pile number 1, your feelings towards the other person. Pile number 1's feelings towards their person. Pile number 1's feelings towards their person. Healing. So this might be someone that is helping you heal. You don't have to be in a connection or relationship with a person in order to learn and heal. But I feel like that's a bit like where it triggers. One's thoughts and feelings. We have inspiration. So definitely this person inspires you to grow, maybe even inspires you to do that healing, that inner search, inner healing. Inner child healing, maybe even. So pile number 1's feelings towards that person. Pile number 1's feelings. We have happiness as well. So cannot get any better than this. Now I want also for pile number, or every time I'm like pile number 2 towards pile number 1. I'm like, no. This is pile number 1's person's feelings towards pile number 1. Their person's feelings towards pile number 1. We have finding. Kind of resembles to me, those two, finding and healing. So their person's feelings towards pile number 1. Pile number 1's person's feelings towards pile number 1. We have travel, yeah. So definitely, I feel I'm more and more going in it more and more. Sorry, that was my Dutch English accent. But more and more, I feel like there is distance between the two of you. It can be physical. It can be also like status-wise, where you're at in your life. Cultural differences. Let's see. You also have closure. Yeah, with this person, with that 5 of Cups as well, and then closure on top of it, I feel like maybe you trigger closure and them moving on from this situation that they were still grieving over or hung up over. Finding like inner happiness, strength, the courage to look ahead. What else is out there? What else is am I feeling? Am I doing? So yeah, I kind of want to say, if this does not resonate for you, then I feel like this is not your pile. And I suggest you to pick a different pile or a different video. So moving on. What is the next step? What are we doing with these two people? What is going on? What's the next step? Let's see. So what is the next step for pile number 1? Oh, and this connection. The next step, pile number 1. So we have the 9 of Swords. Let's see how I'm gonna put this, because a lot came out. Wait, give me a second to gather everything. Okay, so we have the 9 of Swords. We have the 9 of Pentacles. The 3 of Wands. The Knight of Swords. The Page of Cups. 2 of Wands. 4 of Wands. And the High Priestess. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Swords and the World as well. So I feel like there is a decision that needs to be made of ending a cycle. That's like the overall energy with that King of Swords, logical thinking, and then the world, the end of a cycle, but also the start of a new one. Again, the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands, again, those two. So definitely distance or travel is needed as well. Let's see. I feel like there's a little bit more need of trust in the intuition, what your intuition has been like telling you to do as well. The Page of Cups is an offering of love or a message or contact where you can express how you're feeling, not just like, you know, it depends on what stage you are with this person. If it's like no contact, it's not going to be like, oh, I'm in love with you, you know, but I don't know, flirting. Because I do feel that you guys are comfortable around each other. Did you have the Nine of Swords as well underneath here somewhere? Oh, the Eight of Swords. Okay. So I feel like very trapped in the mind. Nine of Pentacles, like, I feel like one of the two is very comfortable being single, being alone, being where they are at. And also a bit, am I gonna give that up? I'm like, where do I even start? But like the two, you have the 2, 3, and 4 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands is about having to make a choice, a decision. I'm not sure what is the right one. But I feel like you can always come back and then I feel like if the choice like a relationship or not, it's like you can always choose the relationship and then come back and be single, and that's fine. Or the other way around as well. And then the 3 of Wands is about looking at travel, what else is out there. So I'm feeling multiple for different people. So for some of you, like I said, distance is a real thing, long distance, where traveling needs to happen. For others of you, I feel like one of the two might still be looking what else is out there. Is this really it? Is this person really it? Do I need to look ahead? Is there maybe someone else that fits me better? Again, with that 4 of Wands, I feel like you are very like comfortable with each other. Like it feels like home, like natural. It's like breathing. Not a lot of effort needed. And I feel like maybe that's a little bit where like the spark, I don't know if the spark is missing, or I don't know. With that Knight of Swords, I'm getting that one of the two is a bit like anxious about it. It can also be with that healing, or like that you might think this person isn't ready. I'm just like the question was, what is the next step that needs to happen? And I'm honestly a bit like torn, where I'm like, I don't know what needs to happen. Like, yeah, travel and it's like sending a message and a bit contact and flirt. But I'm also thinking like, how is this connection situation with each other? Because I'm not feeling like relationship, like that you're in a relationship. And if you're in a relationship, for those of you that are in a relationship with this person, I feel like there's, I don't know if it's, I don't want to call it boredom, but it's like comfortable and asking yourself like, is this it? is this just it for the rest of my life? Do I want to look elsewhere, ahead? What else can I do? Like elsewhere as in not necessarily a different person, but it can also be like, can I bring in something that like have that spark, or to bring back that fun energy because you've got a bit too comfortable with this person. And if you're not in a relationship with this person, like I said, I feel a lot of distance between the two of you, having a talk, sending a message, flirting a little bit, but also having a realistic look at the situation. Is this really something that I want with the world as well? But like that's also a lot of like distance. But like a realistic look, as in, what am I feeling for this person? Is this going anywhere? Do I really want this? What's the long term? Like insight, as in, what will the long term look like? Do we have a plan? I feel like there's a need for a plan a little bit. Very much at the edge of like, what are we gonna do? What's going on? Let me get some oracles for you guys on this as well. So for pile number 1, what is the next step with this person? So we have talisman as well as wide open. Again, distance. I feel like there's a lot of distance between the two of you. I don't know, for some of you this can be very specific, but for some of you I feel like it might even be where you give this person something of you for them to carry around as a talisman, whether that's like a promise ring or a bracelet, or like, I don't know, anything that they can like carry around that or that they have that reminds them of you. Wide open, again, I feel like travel is something that's needed. It can also be, if you're not like living far apart from each other, it can also be like taking a trip together somewhere. We also have wishing well, which is about manifesting what it is that you want, what you desire. So for some of you, I honestly feel that with that high priestess as well, that you already kind of know what the next step here is. And this is just about then manifesting it, going for it. Like making an actual practical plan to put this in motion. Have that talk with that person, like, hey, listen this up, this is kind of where I want to, this is what I want to manifest between you and me. Are you open to that? What's like, you know, having an open conversation about it. So pile number 1, what is it that they need to do next? What's the next step in this connection? What's the next step? And then you have compass. Again, all this travel going around. Lots like... And then you have goblins at the bottom. To me, that just talks about fears, and sometimes irrational fears around in this situation. But yeah, a lot of travel. A lot of distance. So like I said, it can be one of the two. If it's a long distance, one of the two visiting the other. It can be having to travel a little bit for the other person. It can be going on a trip together. Like planning a vacation. But I feel more so, like, I feel like if you guys are returning watching, you know, like the more I get into a reading, the more like narrow one direction I'm going. And I really feel this happening with like the distance, long distance thing that's going on. But yeah, maybe like texting them, it's like, hey, I'm going on vacation, where you're at. Let's like one of those days hang out, or if you're more solid, really like hanging out. Let's see what else. Some final messages for pile number 1. their next step in this connection. What should they do? What is the next step? What is coming in for this connection? We have renewal and spark. Like I said, for some of you, I feel like that spark is a little bit missing in this situation, in this connection. And the spark is what needs to be, like, get back. You also have lack and doubts. Lack and doubts. So you might be doubting yourself, this whole connection. What's like thinking that, I feel like I said, one of the, it can also be that one of the two have the other person on like a pedestal with that emperor, what I said before, where it's like, well, I'm not good enough for this person. We also have past lack again and suffering. So it can be that you feel like you lack things like from the past, you have a different upbringing. Where you might, okay, this is going to be very specific, but I feel like for some of you, you might think to yourself, like, how is this person going to understand my suffering and my past? They haven't been through anything like it. They will not understand. How will I explain this situation? But yeah, we also have twin flames, which makes a lot of sense to me, because this is someone that you're having, if this is like, I don't know, if you're not in a relationship with this, or even if you are, this is a connection that is very hard to let go of. Like, there's this pull between the two of you, and it's very hard to explain what it is about the other person that like pulls you in so much. We also have guarded and vulnerability. Yes, one of the two being closed off. I think we had that with the Four of Pentacles as well. A bit like closed off energy. Protecting oneself. But at the same time, wanting to, like, there is that spark there, that attraction there, where you want to give it a shot, but like scared of opening up. We have decisions, again, with that Two of Wands. Like, it looks similar as well. But yeah, decision needs to be made. There's like a path. What are we gonna do? I feel like that's just the next step, where it's like, okay, no, the next step is that decision needs to be made, because you cannot move forward or backwards without that decision. And I can imagine with that twin flame connection, it makes you feel trapped. Can make you feel trapped a little bit. We also have ego with vanity and pride. So ego might be a thing here. It can also be the other way around, where your ego is telling you, like, you know, this person's not, again, this person not good for me, or good, like, I'm not good enough for this person. Stability, harmony, and flow, as well as the Ace of Water with Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. That could be your signs, can be their signs as well. But the Ace of Water is, it can be a new start of love for those of you that are not in a relationship, but it can also be a renewal of love, refinding that spark. We also have control and tactics. And at the bottom of the deck, we have reflection and projection. You guys see that? Well, barely, but barely is good enough. So yeah, a lot is going on. The next step is definitely like that decision, trying to get that spark back in life. Again, with this one as well, to me, it reminds me of travel as well. Maybe having like a car ride. I don't know, go camping. I kind of feel like just at one end, I'm like letting go of control a little bit and just let it flow naturally, because then it will come back in that balance, which you both had, the Two of Pentacles, which is that balance. And I feel like it might be that one of the two wants to have full control over everything at all times, with that guarded as well, which is tiring. So just let it flow naturally. Because I feel like reflection and projection, that's a little bit your kind of, or not you, but can like both of you. One of the two is like projecting their like feelings and guarded energy onto the other person, which is not helpful for getting that spark or letting it flow naturally. It's very constructed, very controlled. Can come across a little bit as manipulative as well, maybe. Yeah, I honestly feel like if I should like make a, how to say it, like a little, I don't know the English words, but like if you could say this in a couple of words, I'd say like make a decision, let it flow naturally, don't try to control it. Introduce new things to have that spark. Like I said, maybe I feel like, yeah, a camping trip. I feel like for some of you there's a great distance between the two of you. How are we gonna get that spark in even though we're far apart from each other? Letting go of control. For some of you, if you're in a relationship and there's a long distance, like of like trusting the other person might be a bit of an issue, where you let go of control of like, what are you doing, where are you, with who are you there, you know. Having an honest conversation of showing what you have been trying to hide from them, like where this is coming from, because the twin flame connection is a very triggering, very confronting connection. But I think you're like, I think the other person will understand it, will be there, will be like, they won't let you just go because of it. I feel like be completely open. This is who I am. This is what I'm going through. Having that conversation. What do you want? Where, you know, finding new things of getting that spark back in this connection, this relationship. So I kind of want to leave it here for you guys. Like, to me, honestly, I'm just like, I hope it makes like sense and it resonates, because I feel like I am not giving you enough to go on, but I'm not sure what else I can do to give like that feeling of enough, where it's just a little bit of feeling of lost here. And hopefully I kind of like showed you a direction of like, you know, go look over there or here or what's going on. So yeah, I am gonna leave it here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. Please let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I felt a lot of different situations going on. So definitely let me know in the comments down below. In the meantime, just have a kick-ass day. Yeah, I am gonna leave it here. But yeah, have a kick-ass day. I hope to see you guys again very soon. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you get notified every time a new video is up. And hopefully I will be able to talk to you guys again in the next video. Hi, pile number 2. So if you chose this seashell, then this is gonna be your reading today. So we're gonna be looking at like what's next in the connection. First off, we're gonna look at your feelings towards them, their feelings towards you. I think I said it in the intro as well. The energies can be switched, can be different, but I will just refer it as your energy and their energy. If it's the other way around, that's just like throughout the reading that you have to think the other way around. But let's just dive into this. Also, if these two energies do not resonate, then this might not be your pile. So yeah, feel free to choose a different pile or a different video on my channel. But let's just dive into this. So pile number 2, your feelings towards your person. For pile number 2, pile number 2's feelings towards their person. First off, we have the Emperor. We have the Ace of Cups, as well as the 5 of Wands. So what else? Pile number 2. We have the 9 of Cups, we have the Fool. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. Okay. So I feel like you feel a very strong connection, a lot of feelings. With the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Fool as well. Like, this was definitely a person that you were like a new beginning, a new start, a new me. The Emperor, the person, like the Emperor is very masculine energy, so I kind of want to say like the man for you. Can also be women, because women can be like strong as well. Like you can find like comfort with this person. But the Nine of Cups is here, so that makes me think that you might think that they are not like interested in a relationship or not want to be in a relationship. A lot of feelings involved. It might even be with that Emperor. The Emperor is very attractive, so it's almost where you're like, you do not want to, you feel like you would have to compete with everyone else for this person's attention. Where there's a lot of feelings involved. Like I said, like a soul connection that you feel with them. The Fool is just like wanting to let go, see where this goes. But the Five Wands, like, I don't know, I don't know if you're like worried or you feel like you have to compete for this person's attention and love. But let's just quickly see your person's feelings towards you. See, pile number 2, person's feelings towards pile number 2, their feelings towards pile number 2. So first off, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, so their feelings towards pile number 2. We have the Six of Wands, the Seven of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, and the Strength card. And underneath the deck we have the Four of Wands as well. But that's not gonna fit, will it? Let me see if I can. Do you guys see it? Not really. Not really. Okay, let's see if I can scooch everything a little bit. Doesn't look pretty, but as long as it works, it works. Oh, you also have the Lovers underneath that. So I feel like they also see that this is a very strong connection. This might be a connection that has been going on for like a couple of years. The Six of Cups, maybe you know this person from like when you were children, when you were younger, or like, you know, you were young, you had like, you knew this person, you interacted or played with this person, or I don't know, and then you lost contact for like a couple of years in between, and then now you like reconnected, or like, you know, have that new start in the matter. I feel like this person, your person, sees you as someone that's been through a lot, like a very strong person, has been through it all, walked away, left it in the past, but like it wasn't easy, and I feel like they kind of acknowledge that about you, where it's almost, I kind of want to say, they tread carefully with this as well, because you're not sure if you're like ready, if you're still walking away from this situation, you're still moving on, and if are you ready to like engage here. Four of Wands, very comfortable with you. It feels like breathing, like coming home. Also, I don't know if there's like a sense of when they saw you again, like missing, a sense of missing that they didn't know they were feeling at the time, but like it made sense. And the Six of Wands is victory, public display of victories. And also the ones can be a bit flirty, so I feel like they are seeing you. they see you. And I feel like this person cares more about the feeling that they're getting with you than the fact that you guys are soulmates, because I feel like they are seeing that as well with the lovers underneath their side of the deck. Like good memories, making good memories, is Swords as well. That's like, it's logical to take that like next step to involve more with this. Where I just feel where like you might be worried like you have to compete with other people. This person is like sees you. I'm not sure if they're seeing like that you're interested, other than having those good feelings towards one another, having those good memories with one another, and how you make this person feel, as well as that they see you as just this strong person that's been through a lot, that overcame it. That Seven of Swords is the only thing that's kind of bothering me, because that can talk about having trust issues. I don't know if they think that you might have trust issues, or having a hard time with trust and letting, yeah. Which might be triggering for this person, because like why this would come up is maybe I kind of feel like this person has had a relationship with someone that had like trust issues, and that like didn't go really well, which now they see you, this happened, yes, you're strong, you got through it, you moved on from this, but there might be that triggering where they might like think where, oh, that's like pile number 2 has now trust issues. Is that a thing? Do I need to be aware of that? But I don't think it's like a big, huge thing here. Let me get some oracles for the both of you on this as well, just to, I don't know, clarify if this hasn't clarified things enough. But let's see. Your person, pile number 2's thoughts. Pile number 2's thoughts about their person. Their thoughts and feelings towards their person. Pile number 2. Forgiveness. Pile number 2's thoughts and feelings towards that. We have strength. For some of you, you might have already been in a relationship with them and it didn't end well. That's where the trust issues coming from, with like forgiveness as well. But like I said, that's just some of you. What else? Pile number 2's thoughts and feelings towards that person. Good luck. Okay, so that might be where you're, and you also have spirit guide. So it definitely feels like you feel that this person came in your life again for a reason, that maybe now is the time. Like good luck, luck's on your side. Or you're both like strong enough now to deal with this. So let's see. Pile number 2, your person's thoughts and feelings towards you. Oh, one flipped over. I didn't see it. But that was new beginnings as well. But that was for you. So let me scoot this over. New beginnings. So definitely seeing this as a new start, new beginning, I don't know. For some of you, like I said, reconciliation, where it's literally starting again. But for others, this could be you finally having that moment, that sigh of like relief, of like a new start. This is like the person. So let's see, your person's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. We have freedom. Pile number 2's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2. Their person, spirit guide. So yeah, they also see it as something divinely guided. And we also have manifestation. So they might even have been trying to manifest you. At the bottom we have passion. Love that. So definitely a lot of feelings here. Caring for one another, like this is meant to be even. The time is there. They've been manifesting you, now feeling free. Yeah, I feel like this person might have been in a lot of the same type of cycles and relationships. And now it's like them manifesting you, which gives them more freedom, more of an idea of... I feel like you're already going in this with like trust there. Because you kind of know each other already. You know, there are certain levels that you do need. You know, if you met a complete stranger, like that trust needs to be built slowly over time. But I feel like because you guys know each other from the past or have been, like, on some level, you've heard of each other. I feel like there's already a small level of trust there that you would not have with like a complete stranger. So yeah. If this did not resonate for you, then this is not your pile. I'm now gonna move on with the question, what is the next step? What is coming in? What should you do? Or anything like that. Like I said, if this did not resonate for you, then feel free to pick a different pile or a different video from my channel. But let's see. For pile number 2, what is the next move when it comes to this person and this connection? What should they do next? What is coming in next? What's the next step? So let me gather everything because it's a lot and it went flying everywhere. Let's see. We have the King of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Star. We have the Hermit. We have the Six of Wands. Nine of Swords. Two of Pentacles. That we have the Empress as well as the Three of Cups. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Fool. Okay, so next up is definitely a new fresh start. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy, very slow moving energy. You have the Six of Wands again, Two of Pentacles being balanced. Yeah, I feel like there is this foundation with the Three of Cups as well as just like at least friend or friendly, you know. I see like that base is there, that stable base of like trust and care. I feel like right now it's just a sense of going inwards and see, okay, what is it that I want from this person? Do I want to be friends? Do I want to be more? There might be some... I don't want to say illusions, but I don't know. It can also be like dreaming about one another. I feel like the Star is having high hope for that beautiful coming together. Six of Wands victory, so that will... I feel like if you take a step, that will result into like victory or a win. But the Knight of Pentacles is just very slow energy. You did have the Emperor up here underneath there, and here you have the Empress, which the two of them is a perfect couple. But I feel like there is a little bit of, I don't know, like tweaking, but like finding balance within this connection, letting go of certain things. It might be very worried of like breaking patterns here as well, having to break patterns to becoming that level up person. I feel like maybe like taking a realistic look as well with that Seven of Cups and the King of Swords. Because the Seven of Cups can be like not like realistic things. Fantasies. Like the outcome of it, or like what's next. You know, if you haven't even, I don't know, if there's not even like flirting going on, then seeing each other, getting married, having children might not be like a logical. I kind of just want to say like, stay grounded. Stay grounded. See things for what they are. It is a new, fresh start. Do not project your own feelings or wants onto this person or this connection. Just let it flow a little bit. Because the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like things will progress very slowly with this person, with the Knight of Pentacles. Very slowly. So let's see what else. For pile number 2, what's coming in next? What should their next step be? Okay, so we have a magical map shifter. And the magical map shifter usually talks, it can also have like distance between the two of you, if there's distance. It can also, to me, talk a bit about like breaking karmic cycles. I don't know, if you have trust issues, like working through them, letting the past be in the past. We also have sacred pool, which gives me a bit of that hermit energy of like taking a break, going for a swim, clearing the mind. What do I want? And then you have commitment, which is like, I don't know, like making a choice for commitment. Like, I'm gonna be just. And then at the bottom you have coming apart. Coming apart. So this is very specific, but for some of you, I feel like you're in a situation with this person where it is like distance between the two of you, but right now you are together and it's like something's going on, but it's not like a relationship, because you know that you will part ways not too long after this. And I feel like for those of you who are in that like very specific situation, I feel like commitment is the next step, and then yes, you come like you have to be apart from each other. But magical map shifter, like I said, I feel like it's like moving or changing the game or doing things the way you like you two want them to happen, where it's like, well, the expectations of other people, their opinions about other people, like leaving those, like what do we want, taking a second to what do, like, apart from everyone else, because these are, to me, it can be like polar opposites where you have commitment but also coming apart. Might even be for some of you, like for the commitment, you showing every part of yourself as well, unshamed, that's who I am, working on those issues, becoming a better version of self as well. But there's no, like, the next step is commitment. So, like I said, for some of you where you're just dating, it is a relationship. If you are in a relationship, it's like the next step with that, whether it's a marriage or, I don't know, adopting a pet can also be commitment. Having children. Like a commitment to each other. Renewing vows. Waking up each morning and like choosing this person. Let me see what else for you guys. So for pile number 2, what's the next step in this connection? What should they do? What is coming in next? We have regret and reprecision. Let's see, we also have truth and expression. And I saw another one pop up. Oh, here. It's fears and limitations. Okay, so I feel like there are some things that you might regret not telling them, expressing to them, of being scared that they like would walk away, or you know, there might be that you're kind of, I don't know, living a little bit in a fantasy world with that Seven of Cups with this person, where you're trying to like paint this perfect picture, but also I feel like wanting to express your truth, who you are, show who you are. What's the next step? So we have guarded and vulnerability, again opening up, being scared to be like totally vulnerable with this person, because like I said, there is that soul connection, so there is that where you could really get hurt. Of course, you also have Pluto with transformation. We have third eye with clarity, trusting your intuition, getting that clarity. Ace of Earth with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. That can be your sign, can be their sign, but also the Ace of Earth. So a new start, new beginning, fresh start. Like with autumn as well, you know, letting the leaves drop, showing your bare self, like who you are in your core. And then we have the Sun, strength, and empowerment as well. I feel like when you're like, well, this is what I have been holding back, this is what I've not been showing you, telling you, I feel like that Sun, strength, and empowerment, that's like, well, this is me, you know, there's power in showing every side of yourself as well. And we also have your higher self and activation, as well as memories and nostalgia. And at the bottom we have the Ace of Fire with Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Again, this can be yours, can be their sign. Also the Ace of Fire, which is the Ace of Wands, which is like attraction, getting that, focusing on that spark between the two of you. Like a new start again. Memories, nostalgia. That's the one we had here, right? Or was that pile number 1? No, that was this one, yeah. Maybe focusing a bit on the history you have and have that talk and show how you have grown and transformed into this new person that you are. I feel like even saying things to this person that you have never said to anyone else. Show the real you. Give that clarity. This is who I am. This is what I've been through. This is what I've learned. Show your vulnerability, like vocalize it as well. This is what I'm insecure about, or like this is why I react the way that I react. Like this is me, and this is the manual that because like we all in our life need to write our own manual, figure out who we are, the best way to deal with things, how other people can deal with us as well. So you giving like the unfinished manual to this person. And I feel like that's like very empowering to yourself as well. Where it's like, this is me. And because that's it with like trust, you know, because you are literally giving this person a manual of how to hurt you as well, how to love you, how to hurt you, how to, you know, be with you. It's like you showing the manual, but it's like up to them whether or not they will use it for good or for bad, to hurt you or not. That's not like, you know, it's not giving away your strength. I feel like the opposite, where if you show like, this is me, this is, how I feel, what I've become, what I've done, how I transformed, I feel like that's very powerful with that. So yeah, I am gonna leave it here. With this one as well, with pile number 1, I had the same feeling where I felt like I didn't say, I kind of want to dive deeper in it, but then again, like what more could I get, from this? I feel like I got every nook and cranny on like what to do next. Like, have a conversation, express yourself. So yeah, I am gonna leave it here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. Please let me know in the comments down below, because I saw a couple different energies that I couldn't really connect. So definitely let me know how this resonates for you. Also, let me know if there's anything that you would like to see me do or ask next. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you enjoy this type of content, so you get notified when I upload. And in the meantime, just have a kick-ass day, and hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 3. So if you chose this flask with water and seashells and stones, then this is going to be your reading today. So first off, we are going to look at your feelings towards this person, as well as their feelings towards you. I think I said it in the intro that the energies can be reversed, so just be mindful of that. I will refer to it as your energy and their energy. If it's the other way around, then that's just how you have to think about it when I say it. But yes, your feelings towards them, their feelings towards you, and then like the next step, what is happening after this, or what is coming in for this connection after. So let's take a look for pile number 3. Pile number 3's feelings towards their person. Pile number 3's feelings towards their person. Okay, that's a lot. Let's see what we have. We have the 5 of Pentacles to start off. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the Moon, the Hanged Man, the Tower. One flipped in the deck. Let me see. That is the Queen of Wands. And at the bottom, we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, let me see if I can fit everything in the screen. It's gonna be hard. Let me put this one like here. Does that work? So I can scooch everything a little bit over. Okay. Like I said, I think I said it in the intro as well. If these two energies do not resonate, then this might not be your pile. Feel free to pick a different pile or a different video. But let's see. So your feelings towards them. I feel like this is still a person that plays a major role in your life. Might even be someone that showed you how to enjoy life, how to like spark that flame a little bit within. The 9 of Swords, I feel like, I don't know if this like person left your life. The 9 of Swords is like the overall energy when you think of this person is, I don't know if it's like grief or feeling loss. I got this before in reading, and I'm a bit wary to go in that direction, but I feel like I need to address it because I feel like it might be someone that passed away. Because you also see here with the 9 of Swords where there are crows, but there's like one that's kind of like reminds me of a ghost and like missing, like very in tears, missing that person. Maybe suddenly as well. The 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is like very deep in grieving, in the feelings that you are now lost, gone, that you do not see the opportunity of a new thing coming in, or a new, like, moving on, moving forward, letting go. With the 5 Pentacles as well, being a bit stuck. Like, you could move on, but like you deciding, well, like keeping you in this state. Let me put it like that, where it's like, because that, like, sometimes grieving, or like where people are like negative feelings, which to me there is no such thing as a negative feeling, but it can feel addictive to stay in that mindset of like loss, of grief, because at least then you are feeling something. Because the alternative would be, or the scary thing is like moving on with like nothing has happened, which a lot of things have happened. I'm getting more and more where it's like, I don't know, whether it's like someone that has died or passed away, or like it's like a huge loss, like huge loss. Maybe even with the moon as well, reality hasn't really sunken in yet that this has happened. The Hangman being very on your own, needing time to reflect. How are we going to move forward? Like, how are we going to get back into that Queen of Wands energy? Yeah. There's like mixed feelings of when you think of this person, that you feel lost, but also happiness and joy, pure joy. But let's see, for pile number 3, their person's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3. Their person's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 7 of Wands. We have 3 of Swords. Let's see what else. Their person's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3. The Hangman popped up real quick there, but let's see. We also have the 5 of Cups, as well as the Moon again. And at the bottom we have the Lovers. Look at that, with that angel. So their thoughts and feelings towards you. I feel like it might be even like dreams. Like you dream about them dreaming about you, or visiting each other. Like I'm more so, because I'm like, now I'm like in this tunnel where it's like, I feel like a deceased person energy, but I kind of want to keep it general. So, but yeah, dreams can be a role. The Queen of Swords is a very calm, logical thinker. Can be a little bit of Ice Queen energy. 7 of Wands, a little bit defensive. 3 of Swords is very hurt, someone that's very hurt. And with that 5 Cups as well, I get like similar as those two, very sad about, like, lost one another, very sad about it. So much so also having a hard time moving forward. I feel like very similar energy here with that Moon as well. And the Lovers still very connected to one another. I feel like if this is just a person that's still alive, that you maybe like an ex or something, I feel like this person made the decision to, like, the choice to walk away, but isn't feeling that great about it. Is still very like worried about it. Is it the right decision? That, like, because I feel like it might came out of like the blue, like out of nowhere, where they're a bit defensive about it. No, this decision I made, it's the decision I make. No, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. This is like very defensive of what's going on. At the core with that 3 of Swords is a lot of pain and hurt. Grieving. 7 of Cups can also be an energy of like illusions with the Moon as well, having options. Like, I have a lot of options, I can do this or that or that or that, but it's not necessarily all very realistic options. But like having a hard time choosing what to do as well. I feel like for both of you all, very down energy. Very down. Let me get some oracles on this to give me some more clarity, because I feel like it happened very suddenly for you, pile number 3, with that tower. That's all of a sudden like groundbreaking, like the ground under your feet is being like torn away. And yes, you have a lot of people around you that can give you comfort, but it's like a loss. You are missing something major. And it's just, I feel like for you, a time to grieve, a time to go through this. Because I feel like if you would have a conversation with the other person, they will react like that Queen of Swords, which is very cold, direct, not with a lot of love or care, or even make you feel like, who's this person? Did we ever have like a relationship? Like, why are you acting like so cold? But I feel like that's just a defense mechanism for not wanting to get even more hurt. And they're also grieving and go through it. Because at the same time with that Lovers, I feel like there is still that connection there that they're feeling as well. But let's see. Pile number 3, their feelings towards the other person, towards their person. Pile number 3's feelings. Okay, so that's a lot, but we'll take it. We have life purpose, so you might have seen this person as your person for the rest of your life. We have closure, we have peace, as well as protection. I feel like you're at the point where you're like, you know, for your own protection, for your own feeling, for your own peace, to get that closure. But at the same time, life purpose, it is still there where you're like, this is my person. Like a big loss. Trying to find closure because you know that will bring in more peace, and that will protect, like, to protect yourself and like your legacy as well. So let's see your person's thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3. We have financial health, so that might be something that they're worried about. Maybe getting that like on the level that they want to be at for you. We also have compassion. So still understanding that you're hurting as well, but feeling like that is not good enough reason to do anything about it. Protecting their own as well. We have beauty. Still thinking you're beautiful, attracted to you. That's not the thing, the issue. Let's see. We also have fertility, as well as strength came out as well. How am I gonna do this? I do not have space for this. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of the feelings that I have right now. So if this did not resonate for you, then this is not going to be your pile. Feel free to pick a different pile or a different video from my channel. But now I'm going to move on with what's the next step? What should be done? What is coming in next? What's the future for this connection? So for pile number 3 and their person, what is next? What is the future? What does it look like? What's going on? So we have the 10 of Swords. Okay. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the 4 of Pentacles and a Devil. So, yeah. And then I saw the 6 of Swords pop out as well, where I was like, yeah. Because I kind of wanted to say, like, leaving this behind would be the best thing. I think we have the Page of Pentacles as well. Because the 10 of Swords is very hurt. So I feel like if you do not let this rest, a lot more hurt will come from it. We have the Queen of Wands again, which you had. The 5 of Wands as well. Rivalry. Conflict. Also have the Ten of Pentacles, and at the bottom we have the Strength card, as well as the Fool as well, and the Lovers underneath that. So this might even be a very soul connection that you have. I'm kind of getting twin flame, but we'll see that in a second. But I honestly feel that there's more hurting. Like there's a need of like a break as well, of like rest, closing off emotionally from the other person, maybe feeling a little bit trapped in this situation with this person, this connection. Six of Swords, need to leave it in the past, trying to let it, not letting it go, but like make it bearable. Which is annoying because I feel like there is that Ten of Pentacles here. Which usually is like, we could have a comfortable life. But I kind of want to want to guide towards the next step is like finding the strength to have a new start, a fresh start. Whether that is with this person or without this person, but like starting fresh. And it will take a lot of strength. But you got it as well. You are strong enough to make that happen. It's not going to be easy. And not everyone's going to agree with it. It might be a lot of internal conflict with yourself as well, where like it's not something that you want, but like it's like best, because otherwise you will just feel trapped in this cycle of hurt. And the Queen of Wands again, where it's like, you know, getting back into that Queen of Wands energy of just having fun, doing things for you, focusing on you, being empowered as well, strong, very focused on self, and not sharing like your inner world and thoughts with other people. And slowly, just, you know, if you don't know which direction to move in, trust your inner voice with that Fool, just doing what you enjoy to do, and indulge a bit in the Queen of Wands, because she is all about joy, enjoyment, doing things, trying out new things that she wants to do, indulge in life, everything that life has to offer. Because I feel like the hurting is not gonna end with the decision, with like closure, where it's like, close the door, that's it, I'm not hurting anymore. I feel like the hurting will continue, but that's fine, because that's also part of life. And I feel like you have the strength to learn to give it a place. And like there's like a need of a little bit of a break, of like, it's so overwhelming, a lot of things have happened, like needing a break from grieving as well for some of you. So let me see some final messages for you guys for pile number 3 and their person. What's the next step? What should they do next? Let's see. We have alchemy and ancestor guides. So if you're having a hard time making decisions on your own, it can be helpful to meditate, have a conversation with your ancestors, with your guides, because I feel like they are here for you to help you if you just are at the point where it's like, I just don't know what to do. We have ego, vanity, and pride, as well as distance and retreat or time out. Again, that's kind of where I feel like this is needed with this person. Like some time away, some distance between the two of you, a time out, give yourself a break. Ego might be a role here, where it's like not letting go because of ego, or vanity and pride. We also have release, surrender, purge. Like I said, I feel like this is very much letting go. Taking a break for you. Let go of what's no longer serving you within this connection. We have chemistry and passion, as well as renewal and spark. So there is definitely that chance of, I don't know, getting back together and renewal, that spark. But there is a need for a break first. We also have detachment and cold. I feel like that's a little bit what's going on, what's happening. like I said, this person can be a little bit ice queen vibes, very cold or detached, where like just distance is just needed, because like, yeah, how do I say it, like the heart grows fonder, or out of sight out of mind, like that's a little bit where it's, and I understand that you do not want like that, but I feel like that's just needed. We also have nostalgia and memories. Yeah, like the memories will keep that, like at least there's the memories, you know. We also have the sun, strength and empowerment. That's the next step. Self-care, energy, where you need that. You also have confusion and illusions. I feel like you need a little, or you or the other person needs a little bit of break of or distance to see the reality of what is going on. um to let go as well, to still have the memories and nostalgia with that, and then find that inner power, that self-care and energy to, like, to maybe have that renewal with this person, or have a new fresh start with yourself, if that is how it resonates for you. Find your own passions. What do you like to do? Like follow your own Queen of Wands. Like what, like I said, what do I want to do? How do I feel? What's something that I want to try out for me? What brings in joy in my life? Because that's something that you need as well. So yeah, I kind of want to leave it here for you guys. I think I've said everything that I need to say. Like I said, I feel like a lot of different energies here. Where one of it is where it's like a deceased person. From what the other person's people, I feel very soul connection here. It can resonate on so many different levels. But I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. Please let me know how this fitted in, because as always, I really, really enjoy reading your comments. Even though I do not reply to them, I just like them. But like, I really, really like reading those. So yeah, definitely let me know. Also, let me know if there's anything that you would like to see me ask next. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you get notified every time I post a new video as well. And in the meantime, I just hope you're having a kick-ass day, and hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next video.